Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer BS. I am Nitro6003. In the last part, we finished off all the level 9s and did not find the gold sword anywhere. So basically what that means is it's in one of the elemental levels, which for me is kind of rare because I've never had that happen. But I mean, I guess it happens, just it's not a thing that happens often. At least not in my case where I've had things randomized. So anyways, so to make it just a little easier for you guys to follow from here is I'm going to be going into specific levels in each part. If I find the gold sword, I'm gonna go get the Uber sword at that point, not before, because there's really no point in getting the gold sword with all the work that you have to do to get that sword. But to get the Uber sword is definitely worth it, because there's an enemy there that you have to fight that's just brutal. I mean, his HP is high. He takes 40 gold arrow shots. So anyway, so into level 6, the air. And basically, you know, this level is relatively easy, assuming you have any kind of upgrades, which at this point you should have. So we're going to head off to the right first. Now, I'm going to just say it right here now. I'm not going to pick up every key. I will show you where they all are, but I'm not going to pick them up. I mean, to me, it's really not a point to do that. You know, if you want to pick up if you have the magic key, you don't need to pick up every key. You just don't. So, that being said, we're just going to go searching for the keys and then see what, you know, we get from there. And of course, because I have flippers, it makes this, you know, kind of easier than others. So there's the keys, and now I'm gonna go back to the start just quickly. Now I'm gonna go to the right, to the left rather. So once we get the gold sword, we will, at that point, go get the Uber sword, the level 5 sword. And when I say that that's an Uber sword, that's an Uber sword. And when you get it, it's just breaks the game. And that's why you can't get it till you have the gold sword. You know, just like the gold throwing disc, how you can't get that until later. You can't get that one either. And I want to try to keep one of these wall masters alive, because there's one of the items is right here. And I am still missing heart containers, obviously. I don't think it's possible to have no heart containers in these levels, but I guess it is possible. But there are heart pieces here too, so take that information as you want, I suppose. Alright, so that's the first kind of little bit of the level. You know, now it's just a matter of finishing it from here. And there's another key. See, I left that key out on purpose. You know, I knew there was a key there. This is where the compass is. And I really wish the Z-axis rule was taken out. And like I said, the only reason I'm killing all the enemies here is for the compass. Other than that, I don't even need to do that. And I guess that's something he forgot to fix. Is that door opening by itself. And this is really where the boss key is. So you have to get the boss. You have to get the boss key in order to beat the level, but you don't need the map or anything like that. But I'll get everything anyway, just to make things easier. You know, just in case you've never played this quest before, or want to know where the map is, or compass, or any of that stuff, you know, I'll get all that stuff. You know, boss key. You know, all the boss keys. Yeah, these guys you can't take out with the arrow, but... And I believe most of these rooms have, like, something in them that you need to worry about. And I didn't get the boss key. I didn't, I forgot, because I didn't get the map. Oh, I did get the boss key. I didn't get the map. And there's just another key there. And I know what the map is. It looks like a larger level than it is. But it's really not hard. And like I said, I'm not going to stop and get every key. My goal is just to get through the levels as fast as I can because, you know, at this point I'm so leveled up that it doesn't even matter. So that little detour to get the map, you know, and also make sure I have 100% in the level is important to me. You know, I haven't come this far to not get everything. So one of the things I want to show is that there's going to be a room like that in almost every level where you have to find another way to the boss. And I think this is just a VS Patra. And yep, no more heart pieces. And another heart container. So that takes care of level 6. And now we'll go to the next level that I do in this particular order, which will be level 2. Which is right over there. That's level 2. And I think the smaller level numbers are actually harder than the higher level numbers. I mean, that level is pretty straightforward, level 6. Level 2 is not as straightforward as level 6. It's really weird. I mean, it's short because it's level 2, but it doesn't mean anything. Alright, so... Again, you have to find keys if you don't have the magic key. So you have to go to the left. Yeah, you can only push that from... So yeah, see, that's a one-way tour. And just keep following this along, and you'll get to this room here where the item is. And the red bomb. Not red remotes, just the red bomb. Actually, I haven't the slightest idea how strong that is. I don't use it enough. And just tank through. I mean, I could be using my Cane of Burna, but I think it's faster to use the sword. And this is where you find your boss key. So even if you don't want to get the map and compass, you do need to find the boss keys. And there's that blue bubble room I was talking about. You'll see that in almost every single level. So this is how you get to the map. Because otherwise you can't get up here. And then they throw wall masters at you, which is kind of weird. Oops. I mean, do you have to come this way? Not really. You know, it just shows you there's a shop here. But do you have to come this way? Not really. But, you know, again, you should really get used to, you know, going every way, just so you don't miss anything. So before you go to the boss, there's a couple of rooms we haven't gotten to yet. And like I said, I'm just quickly going through these rooms as fast as I can. You know, if there's keys or something in there, you know, if you're missing a key or whatnot, you want to kill all the enemies and stuff. But I don't have that issue right now. Not to say I haven't had that before, where I haven't had runs where I've had to get where the magic key's been here before. It's just rare. Now there's infinite bombs too. Alright, so now I'm gonna go down here to level 3. And maybe, just maybe, we'll find what we need there. It's also looking for double magic. So this is where level 3 is. Alright, so again, similar to the other levels, there's going to be a hint on what item you should have before coming in here. I mean, you really don't want to be going through the distant overworld without flippers. I mean, let's just be honest. You know, you really don't want to be coming through this place without flippers. You just don't. I think the creator got a little lazy in these levels because you shouldn't be able to push the block until the enemies are all dead. So, I guess... I mean, look, even whiz robes are no longer a problem, or shouldn't be a problem for you anymore. You know, if I find the mirror shield... I wonder if this is pushable. No, you have to kill the enemies here to get to the item. There's the gold cane. That's a good item. I mean, even likes are no longer problems. I mean, you could push this to make that not water. You could have the... I guess you could try using the hover boots, that kind of thing if you want. But I wouldn't want to not have... I wouldn't want to... I'd want to make sure... I wouldn't want to go through this level without the flippers. I just wouldn't. And we're almost done with this place. This level is really easy. I think this level is the exception to, you know, hard levels. Yeah, you don't want to forget the map, which is in here. Now, don't go up just yet. There's a couple of rooms you haven't been to yet, so you want to make sure you go to, because you got to find you got to get the boss key, and boss key's here. Now you can go to the end if you know. But there's still a couple of rooms we haven't been to. I think there's just a key in that room. And I believe keys are also one-to-one here. You know what? I know there's a key here. And this is the blue bubble room. And then just straight up to get to the boss. And I think it's a Goma, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Just a plain Goma. And another heart container. I'm running out of heart containers, believe it or not. There's not that many. It shouldn't be that many left. Alright, so on to the next level. Level 9. Which is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I might as well take it out. It's also pretty easy of a level. And it's funny because, you know, if you don't have the wand or whatnot, you know, I actually don't know the purpose of having the mirrors in these rooms other than to stump you a little bit. But this is probably one of the most straightforward levels you're going to find in this whole thing. I don't know why there are mirrors in here. You're not going to use your... I mean, I wouldn't use my wand in here. My sword's stronger. And I'll come back to that room in a second. And look... So I'm looking for the mirror shield. I'm looking for double magic. By the way, Wizard Blast kill bubbles. Strange as that may be. Now there's the infinite red arrows, so arrows should be filling up faster now. I'd say this is probably one of the easiest level 9s. I mean, you can't call it a level 9. And I'm still missing a whispering. Trying to think. I mean, there's a lot of items I'm missing, but yeah, I don't quite understand. You know, you're not gonna come all the way here and use your wand. I mean, you could, but you're not going to. And here's your blue bubble room that you have in most of the levels. I mean, when you see the map of this place, it's tiny. Yeah, see? That's the map. Probably get one more level done unless unless we are lucky enough to get the gold sword. If we're lucky enough to get that, that would be nice. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by the whirlwind. Yeah, look at this. This is nuts. And I'm just gonna... That looks creepy. That looks creepy. And the boss of this level is a Patra. And I'm going to use my gold ring because it'll tear it apart almost before it gets on the screen. And another heart container after 4. And another heart container. So I think that's it. Because I think that should be the final heart container. I think. I will have to see. But I'm going to guess that's the final heart container. Alright, so... we still don't have the gold sword. So I think the easiest way to do this is to just take out level 1 from here. Because level 1's in the middle of nowhere. Level 1's all the way over here. So I'm going to take that out really quick. It's not a long level at all. And maybe we'll get something that'll help us for the next part, perhaps. So this is level 1. Alright, so... level 1, the light. And I think the hardest part of this level is it can be a little complicated to get all the corners and stuff if you don't know where you're going. So key here. Again, I'm not gonna... You have to come to that room from another direction, too. I believe you have to bomb here. Yeah, I'm definitely used to having the gold sword. I mean the Uber sword. Level 5 sword by now. So that's how you get to that key. And none of these blocks are movable, by the way, so you can't skip things. And you know what? I'll do that key later. Have to come back in here anyway. Yeah, so you can't move these. You can only move the top. So you'd have to, if you don't have the key, you have to backtrack quite a bit. And that's how you get here. And just keep following it up, essentially. And this is the blue bubble room that's in every single level. And you'll see there's nothing here. I don't even know, yeah, you can move them from here, but you can't move them up. So that's the problem. Yeah, there's your map. And obviously you're gonna have to do a little bit of work to get to the item, which is right here. And it's the silver ball and chain. And you have a little bit more work to do to get to the boss key. Yeah, there's your boss key. So you have a little bit of work to do to get there. I mean, not a tremendous amount, but, you know, it's not just handed to you, essentially. So you have to do a little bit more work to get to the boss key. You know, the only thing I guess I could say I'm thankful for in this level is that it's not terribly long. You know, it is long, just not terribly long. So I'm wondering what the end of the dungeon prize will be. Hopefully it'll be something worthwhile. And there's double magic. That's good. You know what? I'm going to make this a little longer. And because I have so many hearts, I'm going to go after and get the Uber sword. I get the gold sword. Because I know it's a fixed item. But what'll happen is when I get where the gold sword would be, in whatever level it is, will give me the Uber sword. So that's how I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to, but I'm right here. And I might as well, since I'm not sure which level it's going to give it to me, I might as well just quickly go through one of the bonus dungeons and get the gold sword. And then, like I said, it will tell me when I get the gold sword, that'll be the Uber sword. So basically, there's two things here. There's a level here, and then there's a special thing here. The True Arena. Now, it would help if you had Pharaoh's Wind. I mean, Nairo's Love, I should say. But I don't. But it's okay. It would also help if I had the Mirror Shield. But luckily I have Spike Protection. And this is not the last time you're going to see this old man. But since my arrow is actually my strongest weapon, and he drops strong stuff, this guy. So here you have the Wizrobe. I would not come here if you did not at least have the gold arrow, if you did not at least have the gold ring. You know, you're going to get ripped to shreds by the stuff here. Because remember, he has a shield. So you can't just rip through him as easily as you'd like. And a lot of these bosses you've seen if you've played Randomizer Super. Like the Armos, the Wizrobe. I think the Wizrobe was in Modern too, but don't quote me on that. And all these are one-way doors, by the way, too. This is all I know was only in Super. So, this guy here is a pain. And I kid you not, he takes 40 gold arrow shots. He has a lot of health. If you're lucky enough to be able to knock one of his swords into him, that would be really good for you. And those swords do a lot of damage in the process. He might even take more than 40 gold arrow shots. There he goes. Now you'll find out why you don't necessarily want to do this without Pharaoh's Wind. I mean, without Naira's Love. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that fairy, am I? That doesn't matter. I need health. And that's not going to be enough. My only exception for using a potion is here. Because I don't have Naira's Love. The biggest threat is down. The rest of them should go down with this thing. So this item is, I would say, pretty fixed. So that normally would be the level 5 sword, but because I don't have the gold sword, that's what it gives me. All right, so let me just get into the regular overworld here. All right, so join me next time as we continue on with more elemental levels. I am Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.